welcome on today's video about this yew. It's a European yew, Taxus Baccata, and I will show you now in detail what we are dealing with. I had this plant for free because it was a plant that they usually cultivate as a ball, but this tree had some dieback and it was no longer possible to make a bowl of it, so I got it for free. It was given to me during the fall, and I had to plant it in a large bonsai container. It had not a lot of roots, and I had to fix it with this piece of tire, which is quite okay. It has a big flaw here on the back. There is a big hole, and I planted a root that I cut off, hoping that it would grow and that it would fuse, but I think it is terribly dead now. So I used a few cuttings from the plant, and they are doing well, so maybe in a few years I can fill up this gap with these cuttings. Yews are quite slow growers, so this is the process of years. The original plan was to let the tree grow freely for a year in order to develop the roots and to develop more foliage. But yesterday I noticed that I had a massive attack of some ugly beasts, and I was trying to removing them by hand, but it's going to be difficult to find them all, and well, I don't know what the name of the beast is in English, but I'll show you to them. So these are the beasts I'm talking about. If you grab them, they leave some kind of white powder. Now, they might be dead already, I don't know. Maybe they are already dead because I spray my trees sometimes, but I'm not sure. But it's a real infestation, and yeah, it's going to be impossible to find them all and remove them all. So while I was working on the tree, I realized that there was a lot of branching that I was not going to use anyway. Like, for example, this branch, this one, it's alive, but it's going really back to the interior of the tree, so I'm not going to use it. So maybe it is better to cut back these kind of branches. I also noticed that I had a lot of young buds opening at different places. Now, if I want them to emerge, in order to get the foliage more back to the inside, I had to do some cutting. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. Cut back the tree and then clean it up to eliminate the bugs. It will reduce the amount of foliage that I have to clean up and make the backbudding possible. This tree has still quite a lot of foliage, but it's really far away from the origin of the branches, like this one. This branch I will never use, but I could have some backbudding here. Yews tend to backbud quite easily on very old wood. It's always best to keep some green on yews, but it's not really necessary. You could cut everything off, it would backbud, but you're going to lose a lot of health. This is what I'm talking about. You see all these little buds here ready to emerge. Means that the tree is doing quite quite well, but if I don't cut back to these points, these parts will never grow. So by removing this, probably these buds will emerge now, and I will have more green at the interior of the tree. I will have to do this for several years, I think. Now, looking at this branch, I don't see any bugs remaining. Oh yes, there's one here. So if I do this for the whole tree, I will have a lot less bugs to get rid of. So let's do that. So let's have a look at this branch here. There's almost no green on the start of this branch. The green is somewhere here and here and here. Now I have quite a lot of bugs on the tips of this branch, so I'm going to cut back this. See, the bugs are here. Trying to get it in the camera, yeah. These little ones I will keep. Here again you can see a bug. So I'm going to cut back like so. And now try to find the monsters. Another thing I'm going to do is to reduce the little parts of Deadwood, like this one. Obviously this is going to be a tree with a lot of Deadwood, but the very small pieces, if you remove the bark, there's almost nothing left, so it's no use to keep them. I'm going to clean up the complete tree for Deadwood too. The little shoots that you are obviously never going to... Are they on camera? No. Oh yeah. That you are obviously never going to use in your final design, I will keep them as well, because I will have to remove a lot of foliage, and I can use every piece of foliage this year. So maybe next year I can get rid of that, but for the time being I'm going to keep it. So when you're doing a job like this, it is important to know where the front of your tree is, and I like to choose the front of the tree by looking at the root base, because there's not a lot you're going to change to the root base afterwards. With the foliage you can do a lot of things. You can easily wire or even graft if it is needed. The front should be somewhere here. And if it is, this gin will become what they call an eye poker. But if I change my mind and turn it slightly, it would be nice, and this branch will become an eye poker. So at this point it is difficult to make decisions to cut things off completely, but some other things you can do. Because I'm quite sure that this is somewhere the front, I'm going to need this branch here. It will not be a straight branch, never. So I can now decide what I'm going to do. See, it's starting at the back of the tree here, and it will be a side branch. You know, if you look at the place where it's going to be, it's terrible. There is no green here, so it's really important to do some cutback to have more backbudding. Look, a monster. So now all the unneeded foliage has been removed, and I found a lot of bugs with while I was doing that, and this is the foliage method has been removed, so it's quite a bit, but it will make the tree healthier, I think. The bugs are mostly gone now. I can spray better. I can also encourage the backbudding that way. So I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to do some work on the Deadwood now, just with a knife and a little cutter and pliers, and it will make well, the tree look a little cleaner. I'm not going to use power tools. Power tools are good when you want to make a hollow in the tree, but to do gin and cherry you should not use them. It's never going to look natural, and you're going to destroy the natural fibers. So the work for today is done. As you can see, there's a lot of fine deadwoods now, and I even have some gins in the top part. Maybe I can make some more gins in the future, but first I will have to wait to have more green on the foliage. I'll keep you updated on this tree because I think it's going to be a tree with lots of character. The idea is to make it a quite upright multi-trunk tree with foliage pads that are in these horizontal directions, like yews grew in the wild. I have a picture of a fantastic yew tree that is absolutely not mine, but that represents very well the way these trees grows in nature. I'll post it after this video. I don't know to who this tree belongs. If you know, let me know, and I'll add it to the comment on the video. So I hope you liked the video of today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.